Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. Another gorgeous day. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. A question I have for you today, deep divers. Can you remember who you were before they told you who you were? You see, deep divers, so many of us have been programmed in this matrix, believing that we are who they say we are. But if you ask yourself, who was I before they told me who I was, you will come closer to who you actually are. Now, deep divers, I want to remind you of this. I am. Those are the two most powerful words in the entire universe, because whatever you put after that is what you become. Now, check this out, deep divers. A lot of people say this: I am black. I am white. I am Indian. I am Chinese. I am a lawyer. I am a psychologist. I am a receptionist. You see, we put labels on ourselves every single day, deep divers, but these labels do not serve us. From the moment you were born, you were given a name, deep divers, and you didn't have a choice in it. They're like, okay, that's your name. You see, everything that we think we are has been handed to us from parents, from society, from the government, but it's not who we actually are. Your race is not who you actually are. Your job is not actually who you really are. It's something you do. So when I was on this quest, deep divers, to enlightenment, and enlightenment is knowing how much you don't know. I'm like, who am I? Who was I before the world told me who I was? And I figured it out, deep divers. I am. Simple. I am that I am. I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I am a multi-dimensional being having a human experience. So I want you to have the I am instead of there you are. Because when you start taking ownership of your I am, you start to realize that I am anything that I say I am, not what they say I am. Shakespeare, deep divers, said the whole world is a stage. And right now, what's going on the planet with this whole COVID-19, it reminds me of what Shakespeare said. The whole world is a stage and we are all actors. And the only way to get off the stage, deep divers, is to stop acting, is to stop pretending to live someone else's life. It's over. I know it. And I'm excited about what's coming. I truly feel, deep divers, we are living in the apocalypse. Apocalypse emanates from the Greek apocalypsis, which means a lifting of the veil. And I truly feel, deep divers, the veil is being lifted. All of those illusions that we once believed in are now being shattered. And so many people in this great awakening are starting to realize who they really are, not who society told them they were. You see, deep divers, I remember when I was 13 years old, just skateboarding. Time ceased to exist. I'm like, I'm so free. And at that moment, I connected with who I really was, which was a state of being. You see, we have a lot of human doings on the planet, okay? And that used to be me. It used to be me, deep divers, a long time ago, rushing around, always in a hurry to get nowhere fast. But we have to replace our human doing with a human being. You see, who you are, deep divers, is a state of being. That's who you really are. It's a state of being. It's not a label. It's not a race. It's not a nationality. It's not a job. It's a state of being. And you can connect with who you really are through meditation, through a sound bath, through eating to live and stuffing a whole bunch of grapes in your mouth. When you are in alignment with who you are, deep divers, you begin to manifest. You see, deep divers, I meet a lot of people every single day who truly believe they are who society told them they are. Society said, hey, you're ugly. So they believed it. Society said, hey, you were born into this household, so therefore you can't become a doctor. You can't become a scientist because it just doesn't happen to people like you. Deep divers, I'm here to remind you of this. I'm not a victim of circumstance. I'm a co-creator of my reality. And I want to remind you, you can become anything that you want because your I am is always in your hands. I always say this, deep divers, I am the wealthiest person alive because nobody is me, and that is my power. I am rich, deep divers, rich. Oh, so rich, beyond measure. Why? Because rich means realize I create happiness. So deep divers, I want you to take back your I am power. You see, a lot of us, we show the world one face and we show friends and family another face, okay? But behind closed doors, who are you? You see, that's who you really are. When the lights are off, when you are in that quiet moment by yourself, in bed, that's who you really are. And what I want you to do is to start showing the world that being, because that being is the one you've been hiding away. I met someone, deep divers, who's like, Ralph, I've got another side to me. But when I'm on Instagram, I only show them selfies of me smiling. But I've got poetry, Ralph. They don't know this about me. That's who I really am, Ralph. Well, deep divers, I want you to start showing the world who you really are, because this is how we are all going to free ourselves. Every single day, deep divers, I'm showing you who I am through vulnerability. Vulnerability is our greatest strength. Deep divers, don't be afraid to show the world who you really are, because you are going to meet your divine reflections. Don't hide away, deep divers, who you really are, because, oh my gosh, there is somebody out there who is going to fall in love and rise in love with who you really are. Innocence. Children cannot pretend. They wear their heart on their sleeve, their emotions on their sleeve. When they're upset, they start crying, screaming, making a fuss. This is the most pure form of being. It's when you are not suppressing your emotions. It's when you are not hiding how you feel. You are letting it be known. Deep divers, it's over in this matrix. And I'm excited for what's coming, because I truly feel that so many people are beginning to take off their mask. A mask means a persona. It's not who we really are. I'm excited about what's coming, deep divers, because I truly know this is the great awakening. This is the global reset button that has been pushed in our faces. And we're like, oh my gosh, what's happening, Ralph? Is it the end? Deep divers, there is no end in this universe. It's a never-ending universe. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world call a butterfly. And we have to allow ourselves to go through this metamorphosis, because it's over, deep divers. The world will never ever be the same again. And remind yourself, we deep divers, we are the world. And every day we can allow the world to end. We can allow what we think we know to be shattered, so the universe can reveal to us what actually is. You see, deep divers, it's over. I know it. I'm excited about what's coming. Every single day, I can see that millions of people are waking up on the planet. I can see that millions of people are questioning their reality. I can see, deep divers, that millions of people are starting to realize that actually, I'm not crazy. Actually, I'm not insane. My emotions are valid. How I see the world is valid. My voice matters. And this is why, deep divers, the Great Awakening is happening right now on the planet. People are eating better. More people are going plant-based. People are taking back their power more than ever right now on the planet. Deep divers, always ask yourself that question. Who was I before the world told me who I was? Because that being, deep divers, is the being that's going to set you free. Let me answer it, deep divers. Before the world told me who I was so free, with no fears. And that's the being I'm moving back to, deep divers. You see, if you can face your greatest fear, deep divers, you will have your greatest liberation. I want you to do the thing that scares you the most, deep divers, because that will help you evolve the most. Start speaking up about what's going on the planet right now with this lockdown. Start realizing, deep divers, that you came here to express your uniqueness, your authenticity. Stop trying to win their approval and start winning your own approval. Start realizing your value is internal. And who you are is the most powerful being in the entire universe, deep divers. I want you to remind yourself of that. And once you do, well, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Deep divers, I'm sending you good energy. Some people say this: I am a B grade student. I am a D grade student. No, deep divers, you have trillions of cells inside of your body. You are a genius. You won the lottery of life. Give thanks to the universe you are alive. A lot of people say, I'm a failure, Ralph. No, you're not. You've gone through so much and you're still here. You are a survivor. You are a hero. So deep divers, start taking power back with that I am, because whatever you put after I am is what you will become. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I am anything that I say I am. I am phenomenal. I am great. I am loved. I am cared for. I am respected. I am appreciated. Deep divers, I love all of you. Ooh, ooh. Peace.